cursed hunting ground. Those who set foot there never again are found. For when the bird wyvern comes and unleashes its breath, its virulent poison brings a swift death.
What's good, everyone? It's your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself, and we are back with more Monster Hunter Rise. And today we're going to look at Great Wroggi. Now, Great Wroggi got his start in Portable Third, Monster Hunter 3, Portable Third, Japanese exclusive games, so on and so forth. But most of us know him as, well, for those who are savvy, known as Great Wroggi, because that's what his name was. But then when it made its way over to the States and the Western world, they translated it as Wroggi. Nevertheless, he is, I'm not even going to sit and pretend, you guys. He is poison Great Baggi. Like, I'm not even, like, I don't know how else to say this, but, like, everything that I've said about Great Baggi is applicable to what I'm going to tell you again about Great Wroggi. I mean, it's almost like I'm repeating myself. That's why the video isn't very long. Like, it's actually not very long at all. The full recording to this was actually only 6 minutes. That's with the intro and the 1 minute outro. So I think I did this fight in, like, 3 or 4 minutes, something like that. Very short. Same as the Great Baggi, not very long, but let's try and do what we can do. So, to be noted, Great Wroggi has poison. Poison sucks. Poison actually takes a long time to go away, and it slowly but surely drains your health, depletes it in a multitude of ways. Not a multitude of ways, but it depletes your health over time. However, Great Wroggi can actually do the poison in a couple of ways. He can do a poison gas, and he can do a poison glob, like a huge poison ball. Now, the huge glob / poison ball is very akin to how the Great Baggi does his sleep. Usually in just poison balls, whereas Wroggi can actually do it in the little poison gas wave thing, whereas Baggi couldn't do that. So I mean, look, that's one for Wroggi as opposed to just being poison Baggi. He has a slightly different move. His minions, they do the exact same thing that his Baggi's minions do. They themselves have the ability to debilitate you with poison, where in which the Baggi minions had the ability to debilitate you with the sleep. So honestly, outside of that, I genuinely can't earnestly find other differences for this monster. Like, I'm really trying, but I don't know. Poison sucks, okay? He can hip check. He can do all the little biting attacks that he could. Guys, I apologize. Bring ice. We have ice. Yeah, we have Lagambi. Yes, bring Lagambi weapons. Bring that, because ice is his main weakness. You can break his little thing around his face. It doesn't stop him from doing poison, but it's a break. You can use it for, like, getting armor and stuff, because you're gonna need those nice parts to actually make his armor. If you can move faster than him, i.e. longsword, sword and shield, dual blaze, switch axe, charge blade, basically everything that's not a lance, gun lance, great sword, hammer. Actually, hammer's kind of whippy. Shouldn't be too difficult to fight the guy. However, he can get you in some weird situations where you are left slipping with the poison, and then he'll hit you, and then you're still poisoned, then he hits you again, and like the additional tacked on damage of the poison can really put you on the back foot, forcing you to heal. And then sometimes while you're trying to heal, you can get hit with a hip check. It's a slippery slope sometimes when it comes to poison, because if you're not very careful, the poison in and of itself is the greatest enemy, not just the Great Wroggi itself. So that's that. Now let's talk about gear, because it's worth mentioning, that's for sure. So Great Wroggi gear is actually not that bad, and the reason why it's not that bad is the very first skill that I'm going to say, Evade Extender. Very, very good skill. What Evade Extender does, it increases the evade distance. Now, once you get to Evade Extender 2, heck, once you get to 3, you are just zipping, zipping, and shout out to the homie Masa for suggesting that I run Evade Extender with dual blades. Trust me, guys, you're going to want to see how I get down in the next video. So just remember, Evade Extender and dual blades, it's worth a gander. Now, Evade Extender, of course, like I said, increases your evade distance. So that way, when you do dodge rolls, you actually roll further. When you do sidesteps, you sidestep further. When you do slides, you slide further. That kind of thing. And then we have poison attack, of course, because Wroggi's weapons are poison. It increases the poison element attack with the element fuel. Now, poison works a little different than that of standard elements. So if you notice down there, it says bonus +1, +2, +5. That's the flat amount of poison they're going to give you. And of course, the poison build up +10%. I'm not going to hold you guys. I don't genuinely, honestly, earnestly know what that means. If anything, I like to think that it helps when applying poison to a monster. It reduces their resistance to the poison, so it helps with the it helps to get the poison to stick to monsters, because monsters can resist ailments after a while. Like, you hit a monster twice with poison, boom, they're poisoned. But then the second time you try to poison them, it takes quite a few hits. That kind of thing. I'm thinking that's what it is. If not, then more poison is always good. Honestly, that's a thing. Now, ammo up. Now, bowgun ammo loading capacity increased by 1. So this is actually not that bad. It's not that bad. So if you're a gunner, there's something here for you. Actually, if you're a gunner, this might very well could be a set for you. If not, this is still a solid set to go off of, because poison attack and evade extender. Pretty good armor set. Now his weapons are actually quite nice. Poison weapons. Honestly, I think it's the first poison weapon you run across. The attack is decent. The poison is decent. The sharpness is decent. They're just good. It's poison. First time you're getting them. If you can get a poison weapon in your particular category, go for it. I highly recommend it, because poison is awesome. All right. So Wroggi is not too tough. Honestly, I'm glad it's not too tough, because his gear is so great. You kind of want his gear as early as you can, so that way you can actually make use of what it can provide. Poison is a very good weapon to actually have. There is another monster in this game that's going to give us poison weapons as well. To be very honest, as it stands right now, with my knowledge, I couldn't tell you which is the better one, but it's best to have poison than no poison at all, because I mean, poison is great. It really works well on a lot of monsters. Certain monsters have resistances to poison, but for the most part, most monsters can and will be hit by the poison, and you'll be better off with them losing to that poison than not having the poison and not losing to it. You know what I mean? And the gear is just amazing. Evade extender is godlike. It's just good stuff. The fight isn't difficult. Bring ice and remember what Baggi has, and then you're good. Get the gear. Just get the gear. But with that said, everyone, I know this wasn't a super informative video, because there really wasn't too much to say, and I apologize for that, but I mean, it's just Baggi. You've literally fought 2 gatekeepers, and now you have to fight Wroggi. That's not a... Yeah. You guys got it. But with that said, everyone, it's been your mans. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, the Discord. If you want to hang out with your mans, hunt with your mans, talk to your mans, hang out with other people who like talking, hang with your mans, that link will be in the description. Also, as always, can't forget, but Twitter. I'm on that Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, stay up to date on everything that I do. Whenever I drop the videos, when I drop the streams, and so on and so forth. Boom. Twitter's where I'm at. But with that said, everyone, as always, it's been your mans, and may the desire sensor forever be in your favor.